Good morning. Let's see if this connection works today. Ariana, good morning. Man, you don't play. You must have your notifications set. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm jumping on here quickly solo today. Danisha's at an appointment, but partially to test this out because if you've dialed in for the past day or so, you have noticed the connection has been wonky. And so if it keeps being temperamental, we're going to have to pivot and figure something else out because it's hard to start having these conversations only to have them drop. And I'm wondering if that's what's going on now because it seems a little wonky. No, Ariana, we tried yesterday twice. She asked if we came back yesterday. After it dropped twice, we just dropped it. I'm clutching my pearls to my
I'm
surprise.
in the car.
Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
You'll give me an accident.
You
I'm
just couldn't
done.
resist.
Well, listen, I got in the car and the first thing that popped up was PSV Live. So I did
Oh,
get an
good.
alert.
Okay.
So I clicked
Okay.
it and I was like, maybe she won't see me.
You didn't have to accept. I knew you were tied up.
Oh, let me see if this works. I put it on my
Why don't you turn your camera off and just drive?
no, I will. It's on my Stanley Cup. Let's see if that works. If it doesn't, then I'll turn it off.
Okay.
Hi, I just got my mammogram.
Gold star for Miss Danisha. I went 2 weeks ago. Yeah. The joys.
I know. I have to go back. How about that?
Sooner rather than later.
Well, I need to make another appointment because they didn't put the full order on there.
Oh.
Yeah. Like some people have to do ultrasounds too. So I'm an ultrasound. Oh, you are too. Yes.
Every 6 months I get something. I trade off either an ultrasound or mammogram.
I like to just do them both at the same time, and they didn't do that. And so, oh, here, I'll turn this off because that is not
Oh, I
working.
like mine actually staggered.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
just let
because
me
I feel
finish with one room and go to the next and be done.
but I think I like the regular checking in of, and the other
Making
thing
sure.
is I'm good for postponing or so at least there's a consistency of an appointment that's about to come up that is not going to get canceled or rescheduled or whatever. It
I see that.
keeps me more honest. Okay, so um I feel like we had a list of things to talk about yesterday and I can't remember all of them. I do remember one. And I keep bringing this organization up. And so I thought yesterday, Denisha and I were talking. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put it all out there. So the organization I'm talking about is Jack and Jill. For those of you who do not know, second generation Jack and Jill are born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. My kids are not currently in it. And I share that only because Denisha likes to remind me of the rumor that I only started PSV because I couldn't get into Jack and Jill. It's not really the reality of it.
And your grandmother like founded a chapter or something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She's one of those women who was like in Lynx and the Boulay and Jack and Jill, like anything back then. My folks were in it. Anyway, we got legacy. That's the point. But there's also this point. I have a lot of respect for Jack and Jill. It's not right for me right now. I don't have any bandwidth in my life or anything else. But I believe in organizations that have lasted for us for 40 plus
Yes.
years. Do,
Absolutely.
do they have issues and problems? Absolutely. It's a large institution at this point. um, but the banter about the exclusivity of Jack and Jill and whether or not it's a healthy space, let's just stop all that and give them their props. Because as an 8-year-old organization, it's hard out here. People will be the first to complain about something, but they're not rolling up their sleeves to actually do it themselves. right? This organization found a way to be relevant and sustain its mission for 40 something years. Like, come on now, let's just stop.
Yeah. And to build community when it was really difficult for us to build community.
And necessary. And in many ways, it's even more needed now. Just like PSV. And so the bridge I want to make is PSV has never seen ourselves as being a competitor of Jack and Jill, trying to replace Jack and Jill. If anything, from moment one, I've been like, let's partner with Jack and Jill. Now, I'm bringing this up because what happens is we get we get contacted quite a bit from chapters of Jack and Jill to do stuff. I've even been contacted from chapters on the East Coast before we were
Yeah.
on the East Coast. And it's a great that's a great compliment. And in theory, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And then I'm like, oh, but wait, we don't have the infrastructure of a 40 plus year old organization like you do. It's just me and Danisha. Like, it's just not realistic for us to partner and or even respond to all of the requests from chapters that we get to do stuff. If we spent all our time just saying yes to even just the local chapters, we wouldn't have as much time to focus on our own mission. It's just not plausible. It's a bandwidth issue and it's a precedent issue. So, and this is also true not just for Jack and Joe, but for other chapter organizations. Links. We get contacted a lot about the cotillions and the botillions and placing an ad here and doing that. People, if we had a separate line item budget to be able to do stuff like that for everyone that asks, we're doing something right. And we are doing something right, but we're not there yet. So, this goes back to me just helping people understand, please don't take it personally if we can't do stuff. It is not because we don't want to. Um, we're just a small mom and pop nonprofit trying to build, right? And so that's number one. Number two, specifically for Jack and Jill, given the volume of chapters reaching out to us, if we are going to partner, and I hold tight to there's unlimited ways we could partner. Like we share a lot in terms of Black excellence and racial socialization. So private school village is pretty focused on the private school experience. And that is not true for everyone in Jack and Jill. Um, and so there's great synergy and great overlap between what we're doing. So there's always a possibility for us to partner and connect. But to do that, from our vantage point, it would have to mean us working with your national organization because it is just Denisha and me. So the local outreach is great. And sometimes we try to do stuff. Like I think last year or year before last, we partnered with the local chapter here and they were out at our skating party and kind of co-hosted that with that. So we try and do stuff where it's possible. Um, but it's usually not possible because we're so worried about setting precedent with one. We don't want to piss off anyone because we can't for the next. And we largely can't for the next because it's just you and me. And I'm rambling.
Right.
So I'm
No,
gonna take a sip of my
you
coffee.
made your points. So it wasn't a ramble. And you didn't repeat things.
Denisha tells me I ramble, y'all.
No, I don't.
And I say, well, it's because you ain't speaking.
And I say I don't want to be like the view and start talking over each other. And so I just listen. No, but you did. I told you. I'll tell you. You didn't repeat a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Nope. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna let you go figure that out. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to touch on is I just sent an email out on May 31st. Save the date for PSV honors.
you're
Are
talking
you?
PSV honors?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Yes, I just pivoted to PSV honors just to tell people
Okay.
to save the date. We will have more information for everyone on Friday. Um, but
Did you
yeah, we're
talk
excited.
about the what it is and have folks to start thinking about who they want to nominate? No. Okay.
That's on you. Go, 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 please. Then,
So a couple of years ago, we did this at the sneaker soiree. And so we honored programs. We honored. Did we honor ahead of school? Can't
No, we
remember.
did the Educator of the Year and the Parent Program of the Year, and these were community nominated, but committee selected honorees.
Yeah, so folks, and so you can nominate your school, you can nominate a teacher in your school. And I was part of the selecting committee, and it was so beautiful to read all of these great things that the schools are doing, or even what teachers were doing. It was just beautiful. And so, what we didn't like though is we announced the winners at the sneaker soiree, and it felt like we were
Rushed.
rushing something that was so beautiful
Yeah.
and something that deserved more attention. And so this year we're going to have a brunch to actually
Oh,
take
we
the
are?
time.
Oh, this is a brunch?
Possibly. We are looking at
We have
we're
a few
we're
options. At this point, we just want you to save the date.
yes.
Don't start talking
Um,
specifics because they might
all
change
right.
in the next
No,
24
you're right.
hours.
The goal is, but it may be virtual. But we will be honoring programs, teachers. We have community leaders of the year, and so just stay tuned, be engaged, check your emails, check our lives to find out how you can nominate your
Yeah. On
teacher or
Friday,
your
the link to nominate will go up, as well as like all the awards and all of the information. Um,
on Friday.
yeah,
Okay,
the 20th.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard it here first.
Oh, yeah, little face. Ah, that's great. Okay. I don't remember the other things we wanted to talk about.
Well, we were going to talk about admissions because they just went out. So we talked to you guys before, and now folks are finding out. I have been having so many calls. I will say, I feel like this season was a little different. I've heard more families get into multiple schools, and there are still those families that got waitlisted everywhere. Um, and so I've been having conversations with just different people asking me, like, to help them weigh the pros and cons to the different programs they got in or different schools they got in. It's not easy, no matter what. You know, it's not easy if you're one of the families that got waitlisted everywhere and you're waiting for other folks to decline an offer. And it's not easy, like, if you have three offers and now you've got to decide which of these schools is going to be best for my child for the next 6 to 12 years.
Yeah, that's hard. Either way. Um, you know, I think the nice thing is application season is every year.
Yes,
If
I
you
actually
go
told a
some
family that.
if you
Yep.
go someplace and you're so gung ho and you get there and you realize it's not good for you, you can move.
Yep.
You can move. I know it's easier said than done and it's daunting to go through the process and everything, but I will say, like, I feel like schools have short memory about a lot of this stuff. They understand how difficult a decision it is. And just as much as we try to remind families that sometimes the decisions are not about you, schools also know that sometimes the decisions are not about them. Like where
Oh yeah.
families
Yeah.
ultimately select. So they don't hold it against you necessarily if you
No.
don't choose them. Um, my thing is just be in communication with the school. Be in community, keep it real. They're people. They've worked with 1,000. You're not gonna say anything they haven't heard. Nope. This is their game. They know it. They've heard it. They've felt it and experienced it and dealt with it. So just keep it real with them. And
I
then on
would love to know where folks are going, and if you're coming out Hollywood. I mean Hollywood Schoolhouse. Gosh, I've been gone for many
it's
years, and I'm
it's like
still.
branded in your heart.
I was there for 14 years though. That's a long time to be at one school. But if you're coming over to Oakwood, I'd love to know that you're coming and let me welcome you. And on April 12th, let the entire community welcome you at
Great
our
segue.
parent to parent. Thank
Great
you.
segue.
I learned from the best. I'm driving again.
But Miss Denisha, while she has a special place in our heart for Hollywood Schoolhouse and Oakwood, she's also rooting for everyone in all these schools. And
I
so
am.
we want to know where everyone's going. And so I feel like last year I saw more posts about that. I actually wondered if my algorithm doesn't have me flagged in the same way.
Right. No, I'm not seeing the post this year. I mean, I
Yeah.
got one really cute one that someone sent me, and if they posted it, I'll share it via Instagram. And if they
Okay.
didn't, I'll find out if they'll let me share it. It's so cute.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've seen like two. I
Yeah.
haven't seen people doing it this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. It's different every year. Yeah. I used to said I haven't seen one. I've seen one, literally one. And again, I just thought it was my algorithm. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. It's 9 o'clock. Pretty much four
All right,
minutes.
cool.
Right? And you're
I feel
driving.
like there was more we were going to talk about, but
Hey, short
you
and
know,
sweet is fine.
just as I'm pulling up, so that's perfect. It's so
All right.
pretty today.
Is it hot as you know what?
Oh, my phone's cutting out, but it's
Okay.
75 degrees right
Well,
now.
rise and grind, y'all.
Bye, guys.